Evening, guys. I'd like to indulge your mind um, about a topic that we call site clearance. Okay. Now let's assume that you have a plot, and let's say the fence of your plot is this one, is this pink line that I'm drawing over here. I hope you can see it. Let's say this is the fence. You've bought a plot, okay, guys, and your plot is 50 meters by 100, okay, and you would like to clear the entire plot because you want to plan what the stuff you need to build on your plot. You know what you want to build. You want to build pools, you want to pave and do all that stuff. So you want to do site clearance and you want to put the containers of the contractor. Remember, your standard system does tell you what is the unit of measurement for site clearance. Very important, guys, to read your standard system because it guides you on how many dimensions you should use when you're trying to do a takeoff, when you are calculating for quantities. Now, if you've got a 50 meter by 100 meter site and the instruction on your drawing or on your test or your exam, you are told to clear the entire site. You merely need to take the lengths that are on your boundary, which is your fencing, where your pegs are, because you won't fence in a place where it's a municipal land or it's the next door neighbor's plot. You must always avoid what we call encroachments. Encroachment is meaning that you are actually building your structures on someone else's land, either your neighbor or municipality. Okay. We also avoid building on top of services like sewer or electrical. We don't do concrete on top of stuff like that. Okay, guys. It's very simple. It depends. Plots come in different shapes and sizes. Okay, but your geometry is very vital in this regard because if you've got a rectangular shape, you need to know that it's length times breadth to get your surface area. But if you've got a triangular part, you need to split your shapes when you get a certain shape and you want to calculate the surface area. So that one you just need to put in and compute into your brain that when you got a certain site with a different shape, you need to just separate and divide the shapes into your known shape. Okay, this one we're just talking about a simple rectangle, so it's length times breadth. It will be 50 meters by 100 meters. But now, guys, it's not always the case that you will need to clear the entire site. There will be an instance where they say you cannot clear the entire site because of certain reasons that might be put to you by your architect or by your engineer. Now we need space because if if our if our house is here, the orange part, this is our house. We cannot put tools on top of this space. This space is the structure, is the footprint of our house. We cannot be putting our tools or materials or anything like that. So what do? We need what we call working space. And we usually do what? In construction, we allow at least 1.5. So that you put your scaffolding, you put your material, your masons put their dagger boards and all of that. Okay, guys? So when we are doing taking off in quantities, we treat whichever type of shape that we've got, we first treat it as if it was a square or a four-figured shape, okay, or a rectangle, okay. So don't be scared that you see a setback here. Don't be scared of a setback, okay, guys, or a recess. So this is a setback, okay, and this is a recess, okay, guys. So what we do, we take the 12 meters, the overall length, and add a working space. of 1.5 on this side, and on the other side 1.5 working space. So you can put your bricks, your scaffolding, everything here. And on the long length here, the 8 meter, we put a 1.5 over there and a 1.5 over this side. Okay, but this applies to every wall length. Okay, but remember what we do it in square meters when we do a calculation of clear site clearance. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will add this 1.5 times 2, which is 3,000 millimeters, plus 12,000 millimeters, that's 15,000 millimeters, okay, or 15 meters. And then 1.5 times 2 plus 8, that is going to be, in fact, I think it is 11 plus 8 here. That is 11. Sorry. That is 11. So it will be 15 times 11. Okay. So we need this surface area. So which is when we are clearing, we won't clear only next to the house. We will clear 1.5 outside the footprint of the house. In every wall, we will make it a point that we afford the masons a working space. So if you see the part that I've shaded, yeah, that is we calling this the working space. Okay, so regardless if it's got changes, the shape of your building, try and first make it a square, then we go back in our calculation and deduct the recesses. Okay, and now there is a principal rule that we need to observe when it comes to a recess or a setback. Okay, now if you see this wall over here, we would allocate a 1.5 from this 3-meter wall. Remember, we put a 1.5 this way, which eats into the 4,000 millimeters. Okay, 1.5 meters this side and 1.5 meters this side. Remember, those two are combined are less than this 4,000 millimeters. So there will be a variance of 1,000 millimeters that is left. That is space that is not, it is not supposed to be measured because we have fulfilled our obligation with the 1.5s on the side. Okay. So what we do, we take that 1,000 millimeters multiplied by the height, which is 3,000 millimeters. Don't be fooled by the fact that it starts over here. The 1.5 you see over here is added this side. So it still remains 3,000 millimeters. Okay, guys? So as much as you see that it starts from here, but there's a 1.5 from here to here that we take and we fulfill it back to where to make it 3 meters again. Okay? So after we do the calculation on our dimension paper, we say 15 times 11, we're going to say at the bottom deduct. Okay, guys, I hope you know how to use your dimension paper, because I don't think I'm speaking to small people, but okay, guys, just for the sake of trying to be more clear, please go to your standard system. Let's say this is site clearance. Okay, not gonna write the description because you know the description. Go to your standard system, guys, please. So if we say this is 15 by 11, okay, we need to deduct now, okay, because we've actually over calculated everything. So we're going to say the 1 meter by 3 meters, which is the recess. Okay, and then we're going to deduct over here. We've allocated the 1.5. What is left from 1.5 from 2,000 millimeters is 500. Going to be 0.5 multiplied by 4. So these are our deductions. Okay, so this is the setback. So in essence, guys, that is how you get the quantity. So as much as we made our uh, building into a square, we deducted the parts that we overcompensated and over measured on. Okay, so that is in essence how you do site clearance. Site clearance is to cater for working space when you allow a certain meterage around your house. When it's the case of clearing the whole site, you might have a different scenario where you might have to do some other works. Auxiliary works, might have to do civil works, or other works that go concurrently with the construction of your house. So, guys, please, I cannot emphasize this more. Go to your standard system and read it. Don't be afraid when you see something that has got so many recesses and think that don't look at it as it is something to scare you. If you can take a wall at a time, take one wall at a time and say to yourself, if I have to make working space for this wall, how do I allocate the 1.5? Okay, then if you see this wall, you know that no, I need a 1.5 from this wall to this wall. And from this side, I need a 1.5 from this point to this point. So when I'm clearing, I don't clear where my wall is built. I clear at a I don't know how to say it, but you just extend your sphere where you are going to conduct your your clearance. So remember, guys, be practical. When you need to build a house, you cannot store on the slab, you cannot store on the walls. You need working space. That thing will always apply, and it applies also when you are doing what we call hits. That is working from ground level below 3 meters or more deep. You might need working space when you are working in a pit. So, guys, uh, please just write some comments. Tell me if you still do not get it, then I'll try and make it as more detailed as I can. But this is just meant to give you a brief explanation. Um, but if it comes to a point that you guys do not understand, maybe I'll have to do a more detailed one. Anyway, keep safe. Give me any comments, and I'll revert back to you. And please subscribe to the channel so that we can keep going. Thanks, guys.